Alright, so we want to continue with the InDesign interactivity. So we have the in5 over here, and then we have some features which we have the easy export wizard, where we can export our works in various types. Okay, that's what the easy import wizard does. And then you have some other animations that are like built in InDesign, and in5 has it and has published it. So in5 is more like a good one that everyone would want to have. So you can make a flip book with a magazine, you can create mobile apps, you can create web pages and scrolling dock, modern digital web app and landing pages and various things that we can create with in5, or we can export our things with. Now we want to export this magazine as a flipbook. Okay, so we hit this flipbook, and then what you do is that you hit next, and then this is an editable, meaning you can edit even after export, and this is a pixel perfect, you cannot edit. Okay, so select the pixel perfect because we don't want to select the editable, so that maybe our fonts will change and we have different formats after exporting. So click here, then you can change the name over here and just click on it, and you can change the name. Now I want it to be that, so I just hit export. Now this is the basic one that we have, and in order for you to experience the full feature of in5, you have to purchase it. Okay, since you can purchase it and you have to use the basic features, but I'm showing you this so that maybe if you think that in5 is good for you, you can also purchase it and then use it. Okay, so it is processing the what we call the flipbook for us. Now this flipbook is, maybe you create a magazine for a client, you create a PDF for a client, and an anything book for a client, and you want the client to be able to view it, and then also turn the pages to know that, oh, this is good one. Then you have to use the in5. So let's say open in default browser, and let's see how it looks like. Now in5 imports as an HTML file, and then you can embed this HTML file in your website, okay, or any place that you want to. And one thing is that with in5 you don't need an internet connection. So you can see in5 demo, this is a demo version. Okay, so you can buy the full one, which you can do these things without watermarks. Hope you understand me. And now with this in5, you can decide to share it to Twitter and other things, and you can also embed it in your website and other things. So when you come here, just click here, and then it will be opening. Just click here and it will be. So this is a demo version, so you have to purchase a license to get the full version. Now we also have a website called FlipSnack, and then FlipSnack can also allow you to make these things, but there won't be any watermarks and other things. So when you have to, if you're not using in5, the FlipSnack is always online, but in5 you can use it offline. That's why I like using in5. Okay, so please let's take note. So if you can't purchase it, then you have to use FlipSnack. Okay, now with the in5 too, you also have some features. You have the interactive widgets, which also is in the what you call the InDesign itself. So you have the build, you can build menu builders, pub, and it's just some things that you can do. It's not that difficult. Now I want us to go ahead is, after when you have your documents, you can add videos to it. Okay, let's say let me come to my pages panel. Let me come to this page. Let me add a new page to it. Okay, now let's say I want to add a video here. So with this, I want to work in a different workspace, and working in a different workspace, I want to come and work in the workspace that we call the digital publishing. Of course, you have all the digital publishing things or windows and tools in Essential, but if you want everything to be simple for you, you just work in what we call the digital publishing. So with this, we want to create interactivity. That's why we work with digital publishing, and you are publishing it online. Okay, you have interactivity PDF over here, workspace, you have typography workspace, and can work within all these things. So let's choose digital publishing workspace, and this you see so we have the animation, timing, media, object states, buttons and forms, hyperlinks and other things. Now if I want to add video, I always choose the media. Okay, and now you have to add some video to it. So you have this option here, we say place a video or an audio. Okay, and then you come and choose from this. Now let's hit open, and then now you will be able to place it anywhere you want. So if I wanted to place there, just come in this way, and then I'll place my video. Also, you have to make sure that the video is aligned perfectly. So let's hit W. Now let's let our video. So it is too big. Then you have to make the size fit this thing. Now let's zoom in again. So we have our video over here that we've placed it in. And now one thing that I want you to note, that always this the video, you can have some things here which is play in loop, play on page load and other things. Now after exporting it, when you export it as an interactive PDF, one thing that you have to notice is that after exporting it, you might not be able to play it. Okay, so let's see, let me try. This is the page 13. So let me try file. Now export. So I want to export it as interactive PDF spread. Okay, so let me hit no. At the moment, let me add some name like this, and then hit save. So I only want to use the page 13. Okay, so let me see. Let me hit export. Then let me hit OK. So I'm exporting only page 13, and It will open for me to view it. Now I've explored page 13 and you can see that the video isn't available over here. Meaning if I send this video to a client, the client cannot view the video. Okay, so all that I can do is that I have to, so the video was here but now isn't available. And as you can see, if I want the video to be available when I send it, I can use in5. Okay, and then I have the video over here. And now with the in5 video, you can add some of these things: autoplay, pause other media, and some of these things, add these actions and the rest. But with inDesign, you can't get these features in inDesign, but in5 provides more features. So if you export the video with inDesign, you cannot allow pausing, you cannot auto rewind, you cannot pause these things. All just you can do is just play it. And still, if you export it with inDesign too, and you don't play it with a proper PDF file, let's say your client doesn't have a proper PDF file like Adobe Acrobat, your client may not be able to view your work and may decide that maybe you are not doing the right thing. Okay, I hope you understand me. So now the proper way of for you to export PDFs that has embedded videos in them or that has videos in them is to publish it online, so or share it. So we have this feature over here which is share, and we also have it, let's see, publish online too over here, which you can publish online. Now if you are connected to the internet, you get a link which is HTML, and then you can send it to your client. Okay, so after just hitting the publish online, it's supposed to take you to some settings, and you do it, and then all you do is that export, and then you see it, and you just have to share the link to your client. And then now if you are using this type of inDesign, then it means you are not going to get this feature. So if you want to be able to do this thing and export it, videos and the rest, then you have to purchase the software. Okay, so that you may be able to you will be able to get all these features in Adobe InDesign. So enough with the videos. We have this object state, which is also basically for is type of the advanced one of the what we call the interactivity in InDesign, and you can use this to create good things and perfect animations, including creating scroll buttons and others. Okay, so now we want to look at the animation here. Take note that we're working on digital publishing. So now I want to use a new file, and I'll go to file, then open. Let me go into exercise files, of course, and then come to InDesign interactivity, and then click on the InDesign animation. Double click to open it. So now when it opens for you, just have to click skip because you don't need it. Now this is basically something that I just created, and it doesn't need any good knowledge to just do it. Okay, it's just a simple thing. These are just some tests, and these are just some shapes. Okay, rectangular shapes. This is just an image and name, and they are all some basic things that you can do. But since I want this lesson to be fast, I have pre-made it, and we are working on this. So this is just an image where I can pull it from there anytime. Okay, so now I want to be able to create animation with this and share it in my web page Okay, so now I have this animation over here, which I click on it and then make sure that my image is selected. Okay, so let's do it once more. We have the animation here, then let's click on our image, then you will see that the name will change to the image that we have here. So let me see layers. I don't know if the image is locked also, so let me select it from here. So I've selected this image, and now I want to come to my animation. Then you can see this, the Darkon meetup is the name of this image over here. Okay, that's the name. Now we have something we call preset. This one is called preset, and the preset, you can choose the animations that you want to use for this particular image. Okay, so this is a web page that I'm creating, a web page that I've created, and I want to use some animations to it so that I can export it as an HTML file, then embed it in my website. Okay, so the preset, we have various animations you can use: fade in, fade out, disappear, move left, move right, and other things that you can do with it. So let's say I want to use this flying from left. You also have the duration and the play loop and some things that of course you can play around with it. So we have also the preview here, which you can preview what you are doing. Okay, so let's wait a little bit for you to load. Okay, so we want to preview what we are doing. Okay, so now this is the preview. Let's click on it again, and you see how it is loading. Okay, so that's the preview, how it looks like. We also have the flying from button, which I can also choose, and then you can see how it looks like. So you can play around with it and check if it is okay for you. Okay, now animate to current location. You can animate it from current appearance or to current appearance. So let's see this. Now you see how it is also looking. So as usual, make sure to current location is selected. Okay, now let's say I also want to animate the name. I'll just come and select the name over here. Now I have the name, which is Lizzie Fernandez. I also choose, and I can do all these are some of the animations that I can add to it. Even dances, even with can even add dance. So this is, I want to use fading so that it fades in. So I also come in, let me enlarge it well. So let's hit the play, and then just watch the name. Okay, so you can see that the name fades in. Now if you think that like you are not seeing it well, you know that you have your view, then you can change the display performance. Okay, now let's hit the view again. Okay, so now we have been able to animate the two, and I can animate anything here. Maybe I want this, I want to animate it, and maybe let's say I wanted to let me choose swoosh. Let me see how it will look like. So there the name it is going. I don't know if you can see it. So you can see it there going. So you can add various animations to it, and then you can play around with it and just try it and see how it works for you. Now we also have the timing. We have the some things over here which is distance play over, and you can play with it. Okay, you can play with it the duration of any of them, and you can choose the time to play, or you can decide to loop it. Okay, now so default is always animate from current appearance. Okay, that's how the default looks like. And now with some animations, you have to be able to hide uh, until animated. Okay, with some animations. So if you choose some from this one, it depends on the animation that you want to use. Okay, and with some of them you have to choose hide until animated, because maybe you want, if this were to be a shoe and you want the shoe to just appear on your screen, you have to choose hide until animated and it appear. If not, then the shoe is there, you won't see the animation very well. Okay, so now is you have to play around with it. So now I want to add some time into the tool, and then let's see how it will go. So I've been able to animate the two. I want to add a timing. Now with the timing, I can add the delays to any of them. Okay, any of them, or maybe I would want the two to play together. So if I want the two to play together, I'll just hit Control Select and then Control Select. Okay, so let's say Control, and then now I'll click here, the link over here, which is play together. Let's click it and then see my preview, and then hit play, and then you can see that now they are both playing together. They both appear the same time. Okay, they both appear the same time. Now I can choose like maybe this Lazy Fernandez. I decide that maybe I want it to delay for 0.5 seconds, and then I'll also play it. So they will play together but simultaneously, and also the Lazy Fernandez will delay for some few seconds. Okay, so this is some ways to create animations, and we can just publish it online with a share or export file, publish online, and then or you can export the HTML with in5. Okay, you can just do that, and then we can export it and we can share it. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can choose, but multiple there, you just hit OK, and then it will process it for you. So if you have the full feature of in5, it is great to have the full feature of in5, but if not, you can still use the what you call the inDesign and export it via inDesign if you have the right tools. Okay, if you have money to purchase inDesign, then these features will be good for you. You can just publish it online. I hope you get me. So let's see and wait. Now, so this is what I want to teach you and end the what we call animating in Adobe inDesign. So this is what I want to teach you on the animation aspect. Okay, and I want you to practice it. Pause the video and practice it. You can do more things with the animations. You can do more things. Okay, so you just have to always be. You can even create and create a Christmas. How do you call it? A Christmas tree, and even animate it so that the what you call the lights will blink. Okay, you can do all these things in Adobe InDesign without any hassle. Be sure to play around with all of the presets and then see how it will look when you do the animation. Okay, so this also looks nice, very nice. Then you can just play with the duration. Okay, now we can come to the timing and then add some delays to it with the this, then play it and see. Okay, so this is one way of making animations in Adobe InDesign. I've told you that with the videos, make sure that you publish it online and share it to a client. If not, you have to use in5 to publish it or send it to a client. If you want to make what you call flipbook, magazine flipbook, PDF flipbook, you can use Flipsnack, 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 or we have other options. Think Livu or Sivu or something. You can search alternatives for Flipsnack and you can find all these things. So make sure to practice it and let's get to the next lesson. Thank you.